Seiko is a controversial brand nowadays. With the X or without the X, the brand still continues to launch exciting diving watches. And today it is the case because we're looking at 8 distinct divers signed by the brand. Let's go! The Seiko SPB 237 is a special edition named 1970s Divers Modern Reinterpretation, which consists in a mini wheeler design with an interesting patina theme, a vertical Grand Seiko-ish pattern, and NATO straps. This one being potentially the best version made by Seiko for this series. The atypical case has the same brushing rhythm with the newer SPB versions, with a compact and squeezed appearance compared to the original Captain Willard, has a matted bezel insert with patina markers and numerals to match the interesting warm grey dial, which is the star of the show, with a vertical pattern which looks like a tree bark, I believe meant to match the pattern of the NATO straps made in a traditional braiding technique from Japan called Seichu. The loomed areas from the markers and the hands are as well colored in a patina tone, and the hands have the faceted differentiated, the right half is polished where the left one is brushed, I believe to create a stunning effect in different lights. In regard to the NATO combo with the case, not the most fortunate, however color-wise the color palette is interesting, which makes the watch to be matched with a lot of straps, combos and colors. I just love it. The Marinemaster 300 is recognized as the best good-looking diver Seiko ever made. There is something apart about the Marinemaster, the balance of the dial with the oversized markers filled with Lumibright, the open book 12 o'clock marker combined with the rounded ones matched by the thicker minute and hour hands, which results into a busy but balanced layout which pleases the eye. The conical profile is as well exciting with a unique flat case back, or wait, there is no case back because the Marinemaster platform offers a monocoque case which can be operated exclusively from the front. However, despite being professional appealing design-wise with an 8L movement, there are downsides. Sadly, the Marinemaster, whether we're talking about the Ninja model or the bracelet version, the case for a 300 meters war resistance watch is too tall and way too heavy, and as a result, it's quite a struggle to find the right balance and the right strap to make it sit firmly in order to avoid the regular wobbles generated by the top-heavy case. So a trade-off between the design and the comfort. The Seiko Marinemaster Tuna is one of my favorite divers and probably the most appreciated from the brand. Firstly, the Tuna is an instrument part of the professional line as well, which is crafted with the function-first approach in mind. The brand offering different materials compared to their generic divers like ceramic shrouds and titanium cases with dial designs oriented towards legibility and efficiency, transforming the Tunas into purposeful tool diver watches than good-looking desk divers. The rounded case shape and the size might scare a lot of people, but because of the rounded shape with lugs underneath and the conical profile makes the Tunas to be comfortably worn by a wide range of wrists. And for example, the Darth Tuna, due to the materials used, it's actually very lightweight and comfortable to wear. So, no matter the depth rating, the 1000 meters or 300 meters, the Tunas look pretty small on the wrist due to the rounded case but the reduced dial dimensions, which makes them to look like a 40mm diver. So, if you want to understand Seiko's diving line in a professional way, the Tunas are the way to go. The Seiko SPB 317 Heritage 1968 reinterpretation is actually an accurate interpretation of the Seiko 6105-8000, the tonneau cousin of the famous Captain Willard. And that is strange because when Seiko does reinterpretations, they end up being pretty far from the original models. However, this model is so accurate to the original one that it might end up as being the most appreciated modern Seiko diver accepted by the purists because it respects very well the proportions and the dial design of the iconic 6105. So, if you want to understand how a vintage Seiko feels, the SPB 317 reissue is the version to try. A diver watch with a compact appearance on the wrist, a discreet tonneau case, and a screw-in crown which ensures 200 meters floor resistance, an upgraded 6R35 movement. This is very thin and comfortable on the wrist thanks to the tonneau design and the reduced weight. This version comes on a qualitative rubber strap which makes it even more comfortable. In my opinion, an under-the-radar version which is way better than other hyped Prospex divers. And speaking about hyped Prospex divers, the SPB 143 is one of the most popular watches from YouTube. I remember when they were announced, I was honestly cheering more for the 42mm Captain Wheeler reissue than for this 62 mas reinterpretation. Although this offers better proportions, a ceramic bezel insert, and a stunning grey sunburst dial, which became quickly the fans' favorite. So the anthracite dial offers something apart, especially with those markers which look like chewing gum pillows filled with lume, but also the hands finished in the same manner, polished on one side and brushed on the other. And Seiko with the 62 mas adapted case with an arched profile and side chamfers at 40mm in diameter with 47mm as lug tip to lug tip. The watch wears and looks very good on its bracelet, but also on various combos of rubbers, NATOs, even leather, because the dial color in combo with the bezel helps in this regard. The Seiko Turtle was always appealing to me. When I joined Forget the wristwatches phenomenon besides the Seiko SKX, the Turtle was equally an appealing design to me. I guess I have a weakness for tonneau cases. But the King Turtle has become even more appealing because it basically was upgraded to offer what the normal Turtle couldn't, changing the dial from a flat painted surface to a dial with a pattern and applied markers, adding an extra brilliance to the hands finishing as well. The bezel insert was upgraded to a reflective ceramic one, and the old hardlex crystal received a sapphire with a cyclops for both the day and the date. The overall looks is of a premium Turtle, no doubt about it, and on the wrist with the entry-level bracelet, I think the watch looks and wears very comfortably, working as well with aftermarket rubber straps. So if you are looking to impress yourself on a budget, the King Turtle is the way to go. You'll receive a lot of heritage, quality and impressive finishings for $400. The Seiko Uemura SLA 049 was the revelation of the year for me. As much as I initially disliked the watch proportionally, I ended up liking it. The Uemura series offers a total distinct experience which you cannot find in any Prospex series or the iconic SLA 033, just because it's different. So, if Seiko reissued with accuracy the Captain Willard, then making the 42mm Mini Willard, this third reinterpretation of the Willard has other angles and proportions. With a wider dial, with a sober dark blue dial pattern, diminished loomed markers and some thin, elegant hands executed in the same finishing with one facet polished and one brushed. So the overall result is of an elegant watch with a thinner bezel with a lot of space offered on the dial due to the reduced markers and the hands in volume, and that is surprisingly beneficial for the proportions and for the eye. As comfort despite its 44mm diameter, Uemura wears very good on the bracelet, but on the comfortable rubber strap as well, so if you are a fan of such tonneau cases, I recommend you to try one of these versions. And last but not least, the SLA 043, aka the 62 mas, is one of the most simple and handsome watches the brand ever produced. As I already presented, and as you know from the past, Seiko made various reinterpretations after the 62 mas model, but none as accurate as the SLA series, having no X on the dial either. It's true, in the meantime Seiko decided to create an almost one-to-one version once with the SGE release, but still this model with an ever-brilliant anti-corrosive case, the punched metallic markers and the ink dial surface represents something apart compared to other 62 mas models reissued in time. Overall, a discreet but a premium experience on the wrist with an almost comfortable case design. I say almost because the case is pretty heavy, and if it's not properly strapped on the wrist, the diver might become wobbly. But yes, I might be too picky. However, if you're looking for a premium non-Prospex diver, such a 62 must reissue must be what are you looking for. All you need is money and will. Oh yes! So, hope you enjoyed my selection of modern Seiko divers. With the usual curiosity, which one is your preferred and why? Please let me know in the comments below. And as usual, if you're new around, please consider subscribing for future episodes. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching, and until next time, be brave and stay safe.